Alright, everyone, welcome to the newest Impact Wrestling Let's Play here on YouTube, because that's never been done before. Let's just get everyone kind of like caught up. So this will be the official pilot episode. We're already kind of
Catch up. This is gonna
we're
be
gonna
quite the catch up
we're
episode.
this is gonna be the catch up episode. And we're gonna get everyone caught up. There's gonna be a
I'm
live
57.
stream. There's gonna be a live stream that'll have everything. We'll just call that the prologue. This will be the pilot. I know it's still kind of the same thing. Whatever. So we took Impact. We flipped it upside down, which technically means that it's right side up now because it's already flipped upside down. But anyways,
It's in the upside down right now.
we'll start off big. All right, Alberto El Patron
Good meme.
was killed.
He was murdered.
He was
Not
murdered.
just killed, murdered.
Murdered by a drive-by shooting by LAX. And Joseph Park and Chandler
Investigating.
Park were investigating. They are Park, Park, and Park. And you might be asking, who's the and Park, the third Park? We'll get to her, by the way. We'll get to her.
Her.
Her. All right. So he goes on a hunt. He's trying to figure out, who killed Alberto. In the meantime, we have the Cult of Lee. They're trying to like culminate, get back together and everything. LAX is gaining power.
The cult of Leah is trying to find a female to share.
They're trying to find a female to
Anya.
reproduce or whatever. And of course, North Carolina boys stick together for life. So if you're wondering how we book this and you're seeing all these fatal four ways, it's because we're booking it traditional rules from 2013. So that was 5 years ago, by the way. Congrats, everybody.
Lucky
So
lost that.
that was
No,
a long time
Like
ago. A 5-year anniversary. And we're just coming
Oh,
back.
God,
We're
no.
back where we started. All right. Back to Dixieland without Dixie Carter. So we're gonna take it to Genesis, which was the big pay-per-view. Of course, to explain the whole Fatal 4-Way is how many people we have here. It's how many things we're booking. We're going through 2v2v2v2s for everybody. Whatnot. It's craziness. Crazy.
The pay-per-view actually started with the funeral.
Yeah. Of Alberto. You had Joseph Park, who's asking everybody, did you kill him? Austin Aries said in a promo, you'll get what's coming to you, Alberto. He thought that he was the one that did this. Aries is like, no, dude, that's just me. That's my gimmick. That's my persona. I'm the you're gonna get it guy. Joseph Park doesn't really believe him. Little Vanessa's crying and drinking alcohol everywhere. Ty is crying. Johnny Impact's trying to calm her down. The Cult of Lee's there. They're like, we're gonna miss that guy. And Garza Jr.'s there holding the Dos Cars Jr. mask. Chris Jericho slams open the cathedral, church doors, and he's like, I did it. I got rid of Alberto, and that's because he made the list. Or something like that, I think I said. I couldn't get the exact wording right, but we're close enough there.
Yeah,
Cult of Lee got the
that's
Impact
kinda close.
titles. Aries got the grand title. Rosemary got the knockouts. Joseph Park still doesn't believe that LAX
Josh Matthews told
murdered.
him though.
He still didn't believe that LAX murdered Alberto. Well, Josh Matthews said, hey, we have footage. I watched it with my own two eyes. I watched the security footage. It was on television. You can rewatch the show. We're on a TV show, right? Joseph Park's like, yo, dude, no, we need to talk about the real stuff. This is bigger than Impact Wrestling on Pop. Who murdered Alberto? And Josh Matthews said, it was Conan. I saw him do it. And Joseph Park said, it gets really sticky when the minorities are involved. And he says, Josh, I think you're being really racist right now. The crowd's chanting racist at Josh Matthews. Conan comes out and says, you're a racist, essay? They fight. Conan beats the ever-living piss out of Josh Matthews. Johnny Impact wins the Battle Royale, whatever. Jimmy Jacobs somehow ends up with the X Division title. Chris Jericho in the main event gets that Impact Global title for the first ever Scramble match. All right. Then we have Impact coming up. We had Jericho and all of LAX saying that he's going to be the soon-to-be leader of LAX, that he welcomes Conan there, while he's in transitioning phase or whatever. Stuff happens. Joseph Park says that his client, who he's trying to get a job here, this is, by the way, we're on a global tour. We spin a wheel every week to see where the show's going.
Australia.
Yes, we were in Australia for 2 weeks in a row, actually. And
Yeah.
so Josh Matthews had to face a one-on-one match against AJ Reed. AJ Reed beat Josh Matthews. See anything else? Hania, the Howling Huntress, says that she will not lay down for Trevor Lee or Caleb Conley. The following impact was when Conan got arrested for the crimes. He got arrested by Super Cop Dick Mercy and Dick Justice. They are now they're known as My Hero Police Academia. Chris Jericho asserts himself as leader of LAX. Joseph Park says that AJ Reed will get a job with the company for a year if he can defeat Congo Kong. Oddly enough, he did. I don't know how the hell he pulled that off. North Carolina boys stick to life, and they say that they're gonna get with Hania if it kills them. She says that she still won't lay down for any of them. Just some more matches or whatever. Impact right before the big pay-per-view. Yep. I think was this one. No, it was this one. Still had two more. Jericho, Nia the Huntress, Trevor Lee, and Trevor and Caleb Conley. I can't really remember what we said happened there. You guys can refresh my mind.
Jericho is basically pissed at the Cult of Lee for harassing
Nia. Yeah, he said he doesn't like it when they disrespect women, and so the Cult of Lee made his list.
Do you know what you get when you disrespect women? Huh?
Huh?
You know
huh?
what you get?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
And then in the next match, Jericho, everyone has already made their entrance, and Jericho's just sitting there waiting for his partner, and then Petey Williams comes out and reveals he's the newest member of LAX.
Yep. Joseph Park says that his client, or Joseph Park says that Josh Matthews wants a rematch against AJ Reed. AJ Reed gets it, but he needs a partner because it's going to be a tag team match because Jimmy Dream is going to team up with Josh Matthews because that's his homeboy. AJ Reed says he needs a partner, and Joseph Park says, don't worry, I have my client here, Virgil. So Virgil and AJ Reed lose to Jimmy Dream and Josh Matthews. Brian Cage fat shames Fallah and Congo Kong, and he says, look at Grado, we're going to make him the fittest man on this roster. And then, of course, the show ends off with the new LAX. Right before the pay-per-view, we got Jericho, Pacitti, and Petey Williams. It goes down with Chris Jericho saying, hey, you internet nerd, I saw your list last year, and I wasn't #1 on that list. And you know what happens when you don't put me at the top of your list? You're going on the top of my list. So he puts Adam Pacitti on the top of his list, and then Petey Williams gives him a Canadian Latino Explorer Canadian Destroyer driver.
Explorer Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah.
Mexican-Canadian
Explorer Destroyer. Joseph Park, Chandler Park, AJ Reed. They want AJ Reed to meet the third member of Park and Park, and it is Grandma Park. And AJ Reed's really happy. She's a robust a robust Asian woman. You might know her. She brings cookies. The Cult of Lee being harassed by Sienna, and so Sienna teams up with them. Josh Matthews says that he'll take on any local talent tonight to say that he's going to be the best wrestler in the world, and he beats Bram cleanly. I don't know how the hell he pulled that off, but he did. And then in the pay-per-view, and against all odds, 2018, Joseph Park reveals to AJ Reed that Virgil is indeed his stepbrother, and they're going to have to find a way. And they might just find a way. And, well, that's not just his stepbrother. Calm down, Cole. I heard that comment. And that's not just his stepbrother. He actually has a stepsister named Megan. Megan. Cult of Lee retains their belts. EC3 gets that grand title back. Brian Cage says that Grado is no longer Dunkin' Donuts Live. He is 205 Live. And still continues to fat shame Fallah on Congo Kong. Like that. Just a horrible, horrible meanie. Rosemary retains the belt. Chris Jericho has a live concert where he's like, you are, Judas or whatever that song goes, if anyone can sing the lyrics.
Come, man.
I'm coming. Judas in my mind. Like that song, yeah. He plays that song Johnny Impact wins the X Division title somehow. Jericho retains the Impact Global title. He actually gets injured in this match, so we're gonna deal with that on the next episode. This was just kind of the
episode.
This will be the recap.
The next episode.
This is the recap.
Next episode.
It's kind of been a long episode, so that's why it's.
We're gonna deal with it on the next episode.
All right, so that's gonna do it here, and continue for Impact on Pop.